Hi everyone, it's Riya and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my December bullet journal setup. Finally, December has come, it's here really soon, so I decided to get a head start with my bullet journal setup for the month. The supplies for this video is obviously my bullet journal, my Crayola Super Tips, a fine liner, my Tombow dual brush pen, a pencil and this weird white pencil that I have for some unknown reason. So the theme for this month is the Northern Lights, and to create the Northern Lights effect, I have used my Crayola Super Tips along with some water and a paintbrush to create that effect. And I didn't actually film this because it did take me a while, so I'm just going to give you a quick step-by-step how to do it. I got my paintbrush and I kind of coloured in the nib with my Crayola Super Tip, dipped it in a bit of water and just dabbed it around the page, and it's really handy if you have the Crayola Super Tips to use them because they are water soluble, so you can mix and match the colours and make a really cool gradient effect. So as you can see, I just prepared this on a piece of A4 paper, and in the middle I have this rectangle shape which I'm going to be using as my main title page, cover page thing. So I just cut that out. And I stuck that on the title page. So this month my font is kind of like calligraphy except without the visible downstrokes and upstrokes. So I use my white pencil to write December in the Northern Lights piece of paper. And the other thing that I'm adding to the theme of this month is trees. And to do that I'm just going to be using a black marker. I really love how these trees turned out, and if you want to know how I did it, because obviously this video is speeded up so it might be quite difficult to tell, but to do this I basically just drew a straight line, and on either side using my pen, I just really quickly shaded in some diagonal lines. I guess you can kind of see it. It's quite hard to explain, but just use your pen to create diagonal lines coming from either side of the central line that you drew. So next to my title page, I'm putting a quote page. And the quote for this is going to be "Let it snow." And to keep in with the Northern Lights theme, I've written snow in that Northern Lights coloured box. And again, I've used the white pencil to write snow. This time though, I have made the visible downstrokes and upstrokes for the calligraphy. This turned out much better than I expected. I thought the white would sort of be kind of faded and maybe not show up as well, but it did show up quite well, which I'm really pleased with. So next I did my calendar page, and for this I used a Dutch door because usually I use Dutch doors in my weekly spreads and stuff like that, and I've never done it in a calendar before, and I saw this on another YouTube video and I thought it looked really cool, so I've decided to try it out. So for the little calendar boxes, I've just drawn a bunch of boxes. They're all in equal shape. I think it's 2.5 across and 3 centimeters down. And basically to write the number for that day, I've used the back of my Crayola Super Tip, coloured it in with my Tombow just to like give it a sort of a black effect. I've kind of used it as a stamp just so I can get the perfect circle because I am terrible at doing freehand circles and freehand rectangles. I mean, my hand is so wobbly, so that was a good help. And I've never done that before. It actually worked really well, so that's a top tip for you guys. If you want to make a cool circle, just colour in something circular and just press it down and use it like a stamp. Now, the reason I've done circles for the dates is because I'm going to be using those circles as a mood tracker. And basically, for this month, me along with probably many of you, I celebrate Christmas. And I wanted to make room for my Christmas pages because I'm coming to the end of my bullet journal and I haven't got many pages left. So all my other pages like my mood tracker, habit tracker, playlist, brain dump goals, all of those I'm putting on the other side of the Dutch door. And that's why I've used the Dutch door because it's really handy to separate out stuff. And again, I'm continuing to keep in with the Northern Lights theme and I'm using that gradient coloured paper wherever I can. As you can see here, I also used it to write the days for the calendar. So as I said before, I'm moving all my normal pages onto the opposite side of this Dutch door. And that's, as I said, is because I'm putting all my Christmas pages and weekly spreads after that. And so this video only has like 3 pages. And all the other pages that are in between those are obviously for my December month. And you can see those pages in the video after this called the Bullet Journal Holiday Spread Ideas. I've put some more trees in here, although I do hope I don't have many events on the 28th because I have covered most of that box with a tree. Next, I'm doing my mood tracker key. And so I've used that stamp technique to make some nice circles and I've put my colours in for the mood tracker. And obviously I've put some adorable little emojis in there. So as I said, on the opposite side of the Dutch door, I have my habit tracker, my playlist, my goals, my brain dump, and my YouTube planner. It was actually quite a challenge for me to create this habit tracker because usually I'm used to this like the space of a whole page. It was quite fiddly to fit in all the numbers and the words in here, but it ended up looking pretty good. And I'm using the main color theme to outline all these in boxes. And of course, I'm putting a few more adorable trees in there. Next up, we have week 1 of December. Obviously, I had to incorporate the Northern Lights theme somehow, so I've used it as the headers for each day. Now, obviously, as I've said before in previous videos, I don't use my bullet journal as a planner. I use it more of a diary. So I'm not a really big fan of like these vertical boxes because they're usually really small. But I tried it out this month just because I wanted to see how it looks, and it looks pretty cool. And I've also got a lot of space in there. So hopefully it shouldn't be too squished. And I also had space for a to-do list box and a monthly overview mini calendar at the top of the page. And of course, we can't forget the trees. So that's it for this video, and here is my flip through. Obviously, there's a huge chunk of pages in between my calendar and my weekly spread, and you can see what I've put in those pages in the next video. But for now, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you next time. Bye!